Polly Bergen once stated, while discussing the illegal abortion she had in the 1940s that rendered her infertile and nearly proved fatal, that someone gave me the phone number of a person who did abortions, and I made the arrangements. I borrowed about $300 from my roommate and went alone to a dirty, rundown bungalow in a dangerous neighborhood in East Los Angeles. A greasy-looking man came to the door and asked for the money as soon as I walked in. He told me to take off all my clothes except my blouse. There was a towel to wrap around myself. I got up on a cold metal kitchen table, and he performed a procedure using something sharp. He didn't give me anything for the pain. He just did it. He said that he had packed me with some gauze and that I should expect some cramping and that I would be fine. I left. I chose this topic because it was very controversial in today's society, and I feel very strongly about one side. I personally believe that abortion is a right that should only be contemplated by the woman in that position herself. Government should not be involved at all, and men should not have a say with what a woman should do with her body. Abortion should be kept legal in the United States because it keeps women safe and saves lives. There are lots of positive aspects that come from legalizing abortions. Also, most of the points opponents argue can be proven wrong. Finally, we will touch on what would happen if we made abortion illegal. Some positives that come from legalizing abortion include it can save thousands of lives. Instead of going to a dirty place with someone who isn't trained to do the procedure and potentially might kill you, you could go to medical professionals who will do everything they can to make you feel safe and assure you that you will not come out of this procedure infertile or with any sort of disability. Some scared teens that are afraid to get medical help due to all the anti-abortionists and the obstacles take drastic measures that often end in medical complications and death. Also, women won't have to put themselves in a tough spot. Studies show that children who are deemed unwanted to the fact that their mother couldn't get the help she needed at the proper time tend to have a harder life. Furthermore, some issues unwanted children face include they are significantly more likely to have mental handicaps at birth, they are more likely to dislike school and perform significantly worse academically. Also, they are more than twice as likely to have a record of juvenile delinquency, up to 4 times more likely to have an adult criminal record, and 3 times more likely to be repeat offenders. Some of the points that opponents argue can be proven wrong. For instance, some opponents argue that legal abortion is harmful to a woman's health. Actually, illegal abortion not only leaves many women infertile, but some illegal abortions end in fatality. Legal abortions leaves women with their eggs intact and they get to live. If we keep abortion legal, thousands of girls' lives will be saved. Also, some argue that women come out of their abortion with mental disabilities, which is false. This procedure does not affect the brain in any way, shape, or form. Some argue that there is a post-abortion syndrome. In 1997 study published in Professional Psychology, research and practice found that abortion has no effect on women's psychological well-being over time. Also, the American Psychiatric Association's DSM-V, the Definitive Manual of Mental Illness and Psychological Phenomena, does not recognize post-abortion trauma or post-abortion syndrome or any related category as an identifiable mental health condition. Finally, if we made abortions illegal, laws will push women to take drastic measures. Such laws aren't likely to reduce abortion, but they will force women to take drastic measures to terminate their unwanted pregnancy. In order to terminate an unwanted pregnancy, women will drink turpentine, bleach, or livestock manure concoctions. Some will inflict direct injury into the vagina by inserting herbal mixes or inserting foreign objects into the body like a twig or a coat hanger. Some use external injury, for example, jumping from the top of the stairs or from a roof, to induce abortion, as well as inflicting blunt trauma to the abdomen. Obviously, these things are very dangerous. Miscarriages could also take a turn for the worse. In El Salvador, where abortion is illegal, there have been many circumstances where women who have had miscarriages have been tried for murder and put in jail. The United States should revert back to pre-Roe v. Wade days where 1.2 million women had illegal abortions every year and unsafe illegal abortions accounted for 5,000 deaths annually. Abortion should be kept legal in the United States for the safety of women everywhere. There are many positives that come from legalizing abortion and many things that our opponents argue can be proven wrong. Finally, there are tons of consequences if we make abortion illegal. Abortion is something that affects women worldwide. If a woman is raped and winds up pregnant, many of them want an abortion. If a woman gets pregnant at a young age, they may want an abortion. There are lots of circumstances where women want abortions, but if we make that illegal, they will turn to drastic measures to get them. We're always going to argue about abortion. It's a hard choice and it's controversial. That's why I'm pro-choice, because I want people to make their own choices, stated presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. I think we should all take a page from her book. And here's my audience.